Hello, Taurus. Elsie here to do a reading for you, my friends. How are you? Thank you so much for collecting here. I do appreciate you. If you are someone who is brand new, welcome to you. I hope you'll let me know in the comments that you are brand new. And if you are someone who's always here, thank you for being in the comments. As you know, if you've been here before, I kind of like to be in the comments. I like to see what's going on with you. Thanks for sharing all that you have up to here. Thank you for all the ways you're loving on this community with your thumbs up, your shares, your subscribes. And if you aren't subscribed, you always click here anyway when you see me come through your feed. Thank you for doing that, and I hope you will subscribe. Thanks for doing that. It really does make a difference in how this community grows. All right, Taurus, let's take a look here. You know that when I do bonus reads, Taurus, when I come by, that I do not put dates or times on them, and it will either resonate or it won't. It may resonate at a later date, just saying. Maybe if it doesn't resonate now, it's because it's not for you to see right now. Maybe you're not able to see it right now. Tell me about Taurus, please. My bull gang. I'm your bully sister. Let's take a look. Taurus, we have the Ten of Swords. Why is that? We have the Five of Cups. Look at that energy. And we have the Two of Wands. Look, I feel like somebody's done. That's what it feels like here. That the Five of Cups is here. That there are regrets and sadness. Something didn't work out that you wish could have worked out. The party's over. This is no more fun, right? You can see that the Three Cups are poured out. I feel like there are two cups behind you and there is still love in the future, but I feel like you don't see it because you're very focused on what you've lost. Whatever you had to leave in the past or whoever left you in the past, it feels like it's a sad thing that you had offered somebody your cup and somebody ignored it or didn't take it, or you know, it just doesn't feel good. Like it, with this person's arms crossed and their legs crossed, they're actually not open to you. So I want to say that when you offered the cup, they either ignored it or they're like, whoa, that's not what we're doing here. Like it feels like it was almost a little bit embarrassing. I'm going to say that you're going to carry on to be happy anyway. 5 and 4 is 9. That's nine cups, and that's happiness. And I feel like you feel betrayed by this person, that you thought it was going better than it was. You feel betrayed by them. You feel kind of, it caught you off guard, it feels like, because you thought it was going better than it was. You thought you were headed for the 2 cups and it was going really well. I think at some point these 3 cups were standing upright. And so it feels like maybe you've been dating, maybe you've been seeing them, and it feels like, you know, things have just stopped, I want to say, with the 10 of Swords here. Just going to let you look at that. It's just so sad. Like it feels like betrayal. It feels like something ended in silence. Maybe this person just never texted you back. Maybe you were ghosted, vice versa. Maybe you ghosted someone else, but it does feel like betrayal. It feels like betrayal. You stabbed the knife, you know, you put a knife in my back and I didn't expect it. You know, I didn't expect it because when my back was turned, that's what happened. And it feels like you were waiting for love here, but it just didn't happen. I feel like, you know, the Two of Wands is telling me that you are making a decision to move around, move further into the future here, that you are you're at the crossroads now. It feels like somebody betrayed you, someone that you didn't expect would. They could have been someone who is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. We do a fire energy here, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Take it as it resonates. Tell me more, please, about Taurus. Tell me more about Taurus. Yeah, the regrets are hurting. I feel like you can't get rid of it. You keep thinking about it. I feel like you keep thinking about the regrets. I wished it would have worked out differently. We have the 7 of Wands. It feels like you now are keeping this person at arm's length. That you're kind of standing your ground once you ended it with them or once they ended it with you, because it does feel like somebody slammed the door, or it just went quiet, or it went silent, or, you know, somebody said, okay, we're done. I can't do this with you anymore. And it feels like now that has happened, I feel like you're standing your ground. I don't think you're going to let this person back in again at all. I don't think you're letting them back in. I think you're carrying on. I think you're at the crossroads and you're going to take another path. We do have the sun. Look, the sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. I'm going to say that as you go on your path, it may look a little grim right now for some of you. It may feel a little grim. It may feel like, great, now that this person has ended it, now I got to keep them at arm's length. I'm going to stand my ground. It's like the Two of Wands is in her hand here and the Two of Wands is here, but she has a wand, an Ace of Wand in one hand, and she has the world in the other. So it does feel like somebody here, I feel like it's you, is going out on this new path, but you're standing your ground with this person. If they're the ones that wanted to slam the door, if they're the ones that were the person who betrayed you, then you're just not going to let them back into your life. The sun is here because now you have a bird's eye view. You have a clear, crystal clear view of who this person was or is. You could have been dealing with a Leo possibly, but you now see it for all it is because the sun is shining on it, the spotlight's on it, and now you see that this person was kind of maybe pushing one sword in at a time. Maybe it's like when you put a frog in a pot of water, right? You've heard that one before, that analogy. You put a frog in a pot of cold water and then you turn the heat up to high and it slowly gets hot, and then before the frog knows it, it's cooked, right? It feels like it was that. It feels like that you felt this coming to an end, or you felt that it was getting, you were worrying about it, or it's getting more awkward, and maybe this person hurt you once, but you let them back in. I'm thinking of all the swords from the Two, not making a decision to, okay, 3, come on back into my life, but 3 is like they break your heart, then you heal, then 5, we have an argument. It feels very dramatic. Right? So I feel like finally when the door closes here, you take advantage of the situation and say, look, that's it. I'm standing my ground. And you carry on into the sunshine. You need to take another path here, Taurus. You can't go back. And I'm sure that a lot of you are saying, good, because I'm not going back. But I think that if this is your situation, I feel like it can't work. With the Ten of Swords here, it's already over. The cycle's already done. We do have the Hanged Man. It's going to leave you stuck for a bit until you can really see the situation for what it was. And 2020 is the hindsight, right? When we look back there and like, oh, right. When they said this, when they did that, when they said they were doing this, they were actually doing that. It feels like you gain clarity by being in the Hanged Man energy. Now you realize, now your intuition is like, oh, okay, I understand. This person was actually holding me at arm's length. They had me at arm's length. They were hanging here trying to decide whether they wanted me or not. Tell me about the Hanged Man, please. We have the Four of Wands, we have the Devil, and we have the Hierophant. So for some of you, this is someone that you had already committed to, or that you were entertaining the thought of committing to, because the Hangman's here. So maybe you were trying to see it from their position, trying to see it from, oh, maybe they've been through a lot of trauma in the past. Maybe they've been through a lot of terrible relationships. Maybe they've been through, I think you kept making excuses, I want to say, in order to keep this person in your life. We do have the Four of Wands and the Devil. It feels like to me that it's like at times it was stable, but it almost feels like it was exciting and stable. Maybe you lived together, maybe you didn't, but the Four of Wands is like halfway to marriage. Maybe you were engaged, or maybe you felt like you could take this to the next level. But I feel like the Devil kept showing up. The Devil kept showing up, and it kept being doubt. Someone was lying, concealing things. Maybe you felt very connected to this person, but in sort of a toxic way, or maybe they were connected to you for toxic reasons. We do have the Hierophant, right? And it feels like this is a lesson learned for you. This is a lesson learned, but I also feel like what you're mourning, the part of it that you're mourning, is that that there is, that you were hoping that it could go from the Four of Wands to the Hierophant, that maybe we could have made it through from living together or trying to make this a stable relationship, that we could make it some sort of a commitment of sorts. But look, you can't do that when the Devil's here, because the Devil is indicating that there was codependency, that someone depended on you to make them happy, or that there is some sort of addiction possibly, or maybe we just kept fighting and arguing. And it feels very dramatic with the Ten of Swords, as I was saying. I'm sort of seeing it, sort of sword by sword. I I want to say that when you're together, it's really great. But when you're apart, I feel like doubt creeps in, that you don't hear from this person, that they're really silent. They don't say anything to you. And you feel like you deserve more. And you do. Of course you do. Tell me about the path you're taking from here, Taurus, because it feels like you're heading forward on this path, this new path here, and you're going out for some sort of an adventure. The sun is here, which tells me that everything is grand. Give me a sec here. Hang on. Okay, we're back. I just had to get something to drink. My throat was getting a little bit... been talking a lot today. My throat was getting a little bit dry. Okay, so we're looking at the sun. We're looking at the Two of Wands. You going on the adventure. I feel like you feel like you should move forward here into some sort of an adventure. And we've got the sun here. I think that the universe is agreeing with you. We've got the King of Swords. There you are. I love that. I love that that energy comes up because you're like, I'm not taking any bullshit anymore. You be honest, you be truthful, you be transparent with me, and I'll be all of those things with you. I'm not dealing in any of this anymore. I'm not going to let somebody put in quietly, stab me in the back, one after the other, waiting for them to find the final betrayal to come. I feel like the King of Swords is here to be really upfront and honest. I think you're now being honest with you. You see everything in the sunlight, and you're not going to accept anything less than someone being crystal clear and honest with you. I think you made the best decision for everyone involved by holding your ground and not letting this person back in your life. I mean, maybe they got to work on themselves before they deserve you again, Taurus. We do have the King of Cups. Look at that. So there is love here. Look, there is a lot of love here, and that's what makes it really hard. There's a lot of love here. And I do see the King of Cups between the King and the Queen of Swords. And I want to say that you know that for your own mental well-being, that you cannot allow anybody to show up in your life without being crystal clear about their intentions. The King of Cups is one who is going to be very crystal clear about their intentions. Somebody who is, that may maybe present as stoic on the surface, but they are someone who's very solid, sturdy, and grounded. They are someone who is whose emotions are all in touch, like they're in touch with their emotions. They're someone who's emotionally available for you. They're also someone who is quite abundant, because we do have water and fish around this person. I feel like there is a lot of deep psychic love between you and the person that hurt you. I feel like we do have a soulmate pair here, and I feel like you finally just had to liberate yourself and say, look, I can't do this with you anymore. I cannot let you back into my life. I do have love for you, and I'm always going to have love for you, but I cannot let you do this to me again. You must stay on the outside looking in. I gotta walk away. Yeah, and the Six of Swords is here. I gotta go. I feel like the Hierophant is telling me that you finally learned a lesson. You have, and that is, like, not everybody deserves a third, a fourth chance. It feels like this person here, I feel like back there you did offer all of it. The Four of Cups is here, the Five is here. I think that you offered them a cup and they shut you out. And I think you were hoping that they would come back round and be open to you. But this person's not very open. Their arms are crossed, their legs are crossed. They're not even looking at the cup that's coming at them here. And so I feel like you did offer someone a commitment, or you offered them a new beginning of love. And I feel like this person kind of turned their back or ignored your advances, your offer. And I feel like it came to a point where you just could not collaborate with them, so you closed the door. So that's the lesson that you've learned. I think this person may have had a fear of commitment, because the devil is next to the Four of Wands. A fear of commitment, a fear of moving in with you. It feels like your intentions were all good, that you were very honest with what your expectations were with them, but it does feel like somebody here was in fear of having some sort of a commitment with you, probably based on their own energy from the past, but they weren't willing to collaborate. They weren't willing to, there's competition at the bottom level. At the top level, there is collaboration, and I don't think that they were willing to collaborate with you, which tells me that they were maybe on a different level, vibrational level than you were. That's what it feels like here. I feel like this is an accomplishment, and you have hit a milestone by really keeping your self-respect intact, not allowing someone to come in and trample all over your life for their own benefit. And I feel like, the Aquarius energy here, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, this king is very attractive, highly intelligent. They're very smart. They have all the right words. And I feel like this person needs to be able to speak up about their feelings, and I don't think they were doing that. I feel like they have deep, deep feelings. There is clearly a psychic connection between you and your person. And you two are mirroring each other. You speak honestly to them. They speak honestly to you. It feels like in that respect it was good, but it feels like somebody here wasn't ready to move forward here. I don't think you're giving them a second chance because the Seven of Wands is here, Taurus. I feel like you're kind of donezo with this. It is regretful, and I think you will remain sad for a while, but I think that the way this person left with the Ten of Swords, the betrayal that you felt from them, I don't think you're giving them another chance to do that. We've got the Four of Pentacles. We've got the Seven of Cups. And we have the Knight of Wands. Yeah, it does feel like you're keeping them out of your life. I think you're going to keep them at arm's length. You might keep them as a friend, maybe not. Take it as it resonates. But we do have the Knight of Wands and the Seven of Cups. And you can see that particular depiction of the Seven of Cups was like, you were like, is it going to turn into the Five? And it did. You knew it already. It was in your guts, right? You already knew that was your intuition was telling you when you were hesitating over the Two of Cups here. I feel like you were like, is it going to end up being the Five? And it did end up being the Five. And then we do have somebody here who wasn't giving you a whole lot of balance. Somebody here is very attracted to you. I mean, you are their mirror, right? There's a lot of deep feelings and emotions here, but this person couldn't give you anything. They couldn't give you anything. They couldn't give you stability. They couldn't settle down. They weren't willing to settle down. And quite honestly, I feel like they're holding on to you, but that they're shut off and shut down. Someone here's not being vulnerable. And so I feel like it's a one-shot thing for you, Taurus. And this person, I feel that after all this drama happened, because between the 1 and the 10, there's a lot of drama, right? There's being stuck in your head. There's sometimes lying. You're not really sure. They're breaking your heart. It's like back and forth, back and forth. And I think you finally made a decision with these two swords up here. You finally made a decision. I can't do this. I have more respect for myself. I think, Taurus, you love yourself more now. And so you can't allow someone to play with you like that. Give me some advice for Taurus, please. Give me some advice for Taurus after all of this. King of Pentacles. Look, I think you need to just focus on you. Focus on your path, on your pentacle path. Focus on your job, your career, your business, putting money in the bank, getting everything straight with your finances, paying off debt. I feel like you're supposed to be focused on you and focused in your pentacle world. I think that's what you're supposed to be doing right now. We do have the Eight of Wands because things are about to speed up. I want to say that your money, whatever it is that you're working really hard on, whether you've got a second job or a new job or just the same old job, but I feel like you might be getting more responsibilities. The king is a leader, right? That's the person who's sitting on the throne, the person who's in charge, the manager, the upper management. So I feel like you have good things coming. Things are building in the right direction. And I feel like things are going to be building in the right direction really quickly here, Taurus. Quicker than you think they will. I think you're going to be out of this energy, lickety split here. We do have the Three of Swords. It feels like you are going to for a little bit yet. For me, the wands are weak, so maybe for the next 8 weeks, you still might be nursing a broken heart or disappointment about this person, whoever we're talking about here. You are the wounded warrior, but I do feel that you're going to heal. I feel like you need to practice losing these burdens here. Don't let people place burdens on you. And I feel like with the Ace of Wands that you will have this moment of excitement. I'm on the path by myself. I can do this alone. I feel like once you drop the 9 wands, which you can do at the 9, right? That's the end of the cycle, essentially. Then you just need to wait for the cycle to wrap up. I feel like healing is coming here. You're going to get some balance. I feel like you're going to get healing, balance. Be patient with yourself in this healing. It's not going to happen overnight, I feel, but it does feel like it's going to be a healing. It feels like it's like losing weight. When you do it quickly, it doesn't stay off. When you do it slowly, it stays off, right? And it feels like this healing is going to be slow, but be patient with it, please, because I feel like you are about to take this Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Wands is in this person's hand as well. I feel like you're going on a new adventure soon. So you could be dealing with someone who's Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. We've got Leo, we've got Pisces. We've got Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. We've got Taurus here. We've got Capricorn. And yeah, I think that's it. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn over here as well. Look, there you are. Looking great, making your money, stacking your stacks. I feel like you're going to be okay. I feel like people see you as someone who is doing well for themselves. Some of you might be a business owner, and if you are, I feel like this healing is exactly what you needed in order to find some new love. Look, there's new love which will turn into romance. It's coming in the future, but right now this is where you're supposed to be. Building your confidence, building your finances, building your empire, practicing world domination. I think that's what you're supposed to be doing right now, and healing all the while. Healing your finances, healing yourself to be confident and single. And I really do believe that something really beautiful is coming. It's a new connection that will start slow but will grow into romance. Somebody's making a decision about you. All right. I'm going to leave that there, Taurus. Thank you so much for coming here and watching. I appreciate you. I'll be back because I'm always back. Love you guys. I'm out for now. Bye-bye.